7 Christmas markets, 7 days, 5 countries. Let's do this.
Good morning from a very cold and very foggy Prague. So we landed in Munich yesterday afternoon, went and picked up our camper van, got a little bit of a tour from the guy there, and then spent the next 4 hours driving until we arrived here. So this is the car park by the stadium that was recommended on one of those places to stay the night for free apps. And we had a fairly pleasant sleep, although a bunch of guys showed up right after we went to bed doing donuts for a little bit, so that was weird, but otherwise we had a good time. Van tour. So we slept on the folded down seats in the back last night. We didn't have the pop-up roof open because we're trying to keep things a bit more discreet.
You look like the BFG.
And from what we can tell this morning, it's really cold up there, so that was closed. But when we got up this morning, you can push the ceiling up into it, so there's a really nice area that you can stand up in. We also have the porta toilet, which is only for emergency number ones. And then the most important thing, the auxiliary heater. So because it was like -2 last night, that will just pump out heat in the night, but still like turn off once it reaches the temperature, so it doesn't get too hot. So that was quite a pleasant sleep. Let's go and look inside. Inside we have a sink, we have a gas burner, which we probably won't use because we're going to be eating so much at the market. And then we also have a fridge, which we probably also won't use. And then a table, although with the bed laid out, we can't put it up. And then loads of storage in the back, loads of lights. So, and it's nice and roomy with a pop-up tent, like I say. And then over here is the control panel. And that's where we can set all the heating, set the lights on. I think there's a sunrise alarm, but we can't be bothered to figure out how it works. And then also all the controls for like the roof and whatever else. Anyway, it's freezing and we're hungry, so we're gonna head back down the hill and go and find coffee and food.
Our plan is to visit 7 Christmas markets in 7 days in 5 different countries. We're starting here in Prague, and this is the Old Town Market. There is another Christmas market which is a little bit further back in Wenceslas Square, which we're going to check out. And then we're going to head to Bratislava, Budapest, Vienna, Salzburg, Innsbruck, before finally ending up in Munich before we go home. Thank you. So we got a chimney cake. I think it's some kind of dough, and then they put it on like a spit and roast it over the coals and then dip it in sugar. Really hot, I don't know where to start. It's like crispy on the outside and doughy on the inside. Delicious.
No one talks about how abysmal the toilet situation is at the Old Town Christmas market, in that there basically aren't any toilets. So there's one here, and there's like one cubicle for each gender, and the old lady yells at you. But I've been in there twice now, so I know how she works, and now we're like best mates.
So while we're at the markets, our plan is to rank them based on 4 categories. So the first one is going to be the scenery / the setting. The next one will be the atmosphere of the market, and then the food and drink, and then lastly, the gifts and souvenirs that are on offer. So this is langos. I think it might be Hungarian, but I'm not sure about the toppings. But we got sour cream, cheese and fried onions. It's very tasty. Like a fried dough, like a pizza.
That's very tasty.
Have sauce all over your face.
Don't put this in the video. No sauce on my face, goodness.
Earlier on, we had a chimney cake, which was 10 out of 10, delicious. Now we're going to give the mulled wine a try. Ugh. Yeah, it's not great, and also in a paper cup, so it automatically loses points.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is delicious. You don't like red wine, so maybe not the best judge.
The atmosphere, it's a little too early in the day, so we're going to try that again later once it's picked up a little bit. And now we're going to go and buy a souvenir. If you watched our last video, you'll know that when we moved to Germany, a bunch of our Christmas decorations got broken in the move. So now, of course, we have to replace them. So we're intending to buy a cute little Christmas decoration from every market we go to. Mission accomplished. So we didn't get a picture, but it's a very cute little pink glass bauble, and I'm very excited to get it on the tree. I will pay you to not put a bird on my head. We got the Prague ham and the potatoes, cabbage and bacon. That's so good. It's really good. So the pricing for these two was done by weight. I think it was like per 100 grams. So we actually ended up spending about £20 on these two small dishes. Oops. The ham was okay. It was kind of like a smoky gammon. The potatoes were pretty good. They tasted a bit like kartoffel salad. And then the atmosphere is really nice. They've got like this live music on. They just did a light show on the tree. Yeah. We've come to the other Christmas market in the newer town, and it's supposed to go all the way up to Wenceslas Square apparently, but at the minute they're doing building works on it, so it's a bit smaller, which is a shame. Good King Wenceslas looked down on the feast of Stephen.
Penny for the song, Governor?
As part of our visits, we're trying to find stuff that's traditional to each market. So I read online that they do a traditional Czech soup, which is made with carp and vegetables and other stuff, but I haven't even been able to find it, so we didn't get to try that. In this other market, we found hot white wine. Still not in a ceramic mug though. Much nicer. What we have noticed is there's a distinct lack of toilets. So to use the toilet, you have to go into one of the bars or restaurants around the markets. And usually you have to either pay or buy something. So there's not really any toilets specifically for the market goers. So we're thinking we might add a new category with like ease of going to the toilet. That's it for Prague. We've had a really good time. tomorrow we're heading to Bratislava, so if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out. Overall, we've enjoyed our time at the Prague Christmas market. It wasn't anything outstanding, but we still had a lot of fun. So be sure to like and come back again tomorrow. This looks like innards.